Growing up, one of my favorite things to do to provide entertainment for others was playing the piano, and I planned to make it a future, make it my career. Unfortunately, in June of 2018, that career and that future came tumbling down. So in 2018, there was a span of about 3 days where I had a really severe fever, and the days preceding that, I'd been having a lot of stomach issues, months even, I should say. So he finally got me to the emergency room, but this is right around when COVID-19 was starting to hit the medical system really hard. It wasn't something that people knew about. I don't think it even had a name yet, but it was impacting the medical system severely. You could tell they were understaffed and overworked at the time. So about a month later, I lived at the hospital for a month, longer than I expected. But the ulcers got taken care of, all 24 of them. Unfortunately, those went away and were replaced with fibromyalgia. If you don't already know, fibromyalgia is kind of a generic catch-all term for nerve pain. The main way that it impacted me is that it messed with my dexterity, my ability to move my fingers as quickly, as nimbly, and as skillfully. So a future performing music just seemed like it was a no-go. It was a low point in my life, but in the time I spent recovering, I started to live stream and podcast, and I found that I was able to still dabble in my passions. I was able to show people music that I enjoyed, and the thing that really hooked me was getting to show people music that they probably would never listen to and probably don't really have an affinity for, but by the time we're done discussing it, they seem to understand why it is that people like it. And something about that feeling reminded me of the feeling I would get playing music, so I kind of got hooked on it. As far as music goes, my favorite genre is jazz because of the expression in it and the fact that you can go and see a band play 2 nights in a row and hear completely different renditions of the same song. I also really like experimental music and abstract music, like Music Concrete, artists like Matmos and Autechre. I have obsessive compulsive disorder, so I like to overanalyze and dissect music. So if music has a lot to overanalyze and dissect, I'm gonna like it. As far as college goes, I'm going for a communications degree with the hopes of using those skills to continue doing podcasting and live streaming. All the skills I'm learning at the present are marketable, so if those somewhat lofty goals fall through, I'll still have a decent skill set. And there's other silver linings that came with it too, like learning how to use MIDI to record and how to compensate for the lack of dexterity. So, in short, even when things seem that they're at their lowest, having a positive outlook and looking for silver linings, along with going back to school, led to me finding a new way to live and a new way to be happy. Thank you for listening to my speech. Have a good rest of your day.